Hey guys, we're watching Volgor's beer reviews, and this is a very different beer. Church Key Can Company, Pilsner style Beal. It's a hot, dry day. Pilsner beer, Church Key Pilsner beer. Look at this, nothing. It's blank. So if you don't got one of these, you're shit out of luck. So I don't know what they're thinking with this. It must be a really cool hipster gimmick idea. And it was $1.65 a can. Well, I guess it's not terrible. $2 a can is pretty bad. I went to one place today, Plaid Pantry, whatever, Mini Mart, and they wanted $2.10 for a 12 ounce of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I'm like, but a 16 ounce Goose Island Pale Ale, or IPA, they wanted $1.50. That's a little better. Anyway, so here we go. It says how to open, and it has a description on how to open it. Smells great. Now for the other side. My first time ever popping a beer open with the pointy side of a can opener. It smells good. I admit that. A very light golden color. What else does this can say? Crafted in USA. ChurchKey.com. LLC. Back to simple times. Okay, an old forgotten flat top can, and forgotten experience new again. Back to simple times with simple tools that change an interaction to an experience. For the first time in nearly 50 years, an often forgotten beer experience is available once again. We hope that you will join us in paying homage to an era of handwork, community, and some extra stories. Our homebrewers, Lucas Jones and Sean Burke have been crafting homebrewed beer in their garages for many years. They shared these brews with their friends at backyard barbecues and over the holidays as gifts. They love this hobby and they're passionate about their beer and the community they cultivate with it. We are very excited to have these two American guys create the recipe for Church Key Pilsner. We hope that you enjoy it as much as we do. To find out more about Lucas and Sheen, please go to churchkeycanco.com. Alright, there's the whole story on the can. Very carbonated. Look at that thing just race up. I smell like the lemongrass hops and the, yeah. Let's get to it. That's a really good Pilsner. I just took a sip of the Natural Light. And yeah, that's not bad. It reminds me of PBR. This is like real beer. It's not diluted or cornered at all. Beer gives it 78. Okay, and the bros say no score. The average is 3.36. Inside each Church Key beer, we find delicious Pacific Northwest brewed Pilsner style craft beer. The recipe for which was originated by Portland-based homebrewers Lucas Jones and Shane Burke, who have been crafting homebrewed in the garage for years. Oh, I read that. This beer is 4.9% ABV and 29 IBU. What? 1 out of 5. It tastes worse than Pabst. It costs twice as much. You can open the can with a can opener. Any questions? You don't get it. 3.25 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. Very smooth, almost closer to Munich Hells than a Pilsner. Definitely one of the best American brewed Pilsner style lagers I've had. The can is a gimmick and drew my attention, but the beer is solid. That's what I say true. It is very much a gimmick, but it is solid. What it tastes like out of the can. Yeah, it's got a great hop note. It's not really, you know, it's bitter, but it's not really hoppy. You know, it's what a Pilsner should be. Very light and refreshing. I've not had a bunch of Pilsners, but I enjoy it. A beer with full body and nice hop profile. A lot of 5s. Big shout out to Woody Chandler for this beer. Poured 12-ounce steel can. Uh-oh, she's a squirter. Oh yeah, like mine. This beer came gushing out and finally settled to a rich golden color with a 1.5 inch head. Smells sweet and malty. Taste is malty. Some grains. A bit of unusual metallic taste. I didn't get any metallic. This lingering in the finish. Feels light to the mouth and overall is a mediocre beer. I'm done reading those reviews. Okay, well, one more. Wait, okay, never mind. Oh. Yeah, so overall, it's a very carbonated beer. It's very light and refreshing. Would I get it again? If it was a good enough deal, or if it wasn't too expensive. $1.79 a piece. That's not too bad. I mean, it could be worse. That's the average. Wasn't like that's $8 a 6-pack. It kind of reminds me of Busch, only less corny and yeah. It is kind of expensive for what it is, because you could just get a Natural Light or a PBR or a Busch, but a Busch is like still not as, I mean, it's similar to that Busch, but this is way more refined. My number is, I guess I could say a 7. Partly for the gimmick factor, that, oh wow, look, you open up with the can opener, and another partly it is good and refreshing and everything, but there's other beers that it's about as good and crisp, refreshing, but it could be an adjunct lager, or there's others that aren't adjunct lagers that are just like this. You know, this isn't that unique, but it is good. It's got the aftertaste of hops, even though it's not really that hoppy. Interesting. So it is a little more unique than I could say. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm gonna say it's about a 7, and that's being kind of generous because it is a bit more expensive. If it was $1.65 for a pounder, then that'd be a great deal. You know, that'd be the same as a Busch Copper Lager or Budweiser or something like that. But $1.65 for a gimmick beer that you got to take a can opener to. I mean, at least it's not bad. I've had beers that were a little more expensive, like Buddha Beer Lager, and I don't know. Buddha Beer Lager is the best example because that's not cheap at all. That's $9 a 6-pack if you can find it, and it just tastes like Heineken. Nothing special at all. This isn't just a copy and paste beer. You know, it does taste unique. Malts and hops, but light on hops, but you do taste some bitterness at the end. It's worth checking out. So I give it a 7 out of 10. But I wouldn't buy a bunch of these and bring it to a beer party unless they're, you know, beer aficionados too, and they like to try out different things. But they're just, the average guy's just gonna look at this and go, "Oh wow, what a gimmick! You have to open this up with a can opener. Wow, why would you buy that?" Well, it's a gimmick, and sometimes I like a good gimmick, and it got me to buy a single. If it was in a 12-pack or 6-pack, I probably would have got it. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time, and let me drink this. Yep. Not bad.